In the Ural Mountains, 9 experienced hikers were found dead under mysterious circumstances. The cause of the hikers' deaths remains unknown, leading to numerous theories and speculations. In February 1959, 9 Soviet hikers died mysteriously on Kholat Syakhl in the Ural Mountains. The hikers' tent was found ripped open from the inside, suggesting a sudden, panicked escape. The bodies were scattered, some with fractured skulls, missing tongues, and elevated radiation levels. The Dyatlov Pass incident remains an unsolved mystery. The Dyatlov Pass incident's unexplained nature is deeply unsettling, creating a chilling sense of unknown danger. The strangeness of the injuries and the lack of a clear cause contribute to a feeling of helplessness. An entire family was brutally murdered on their isolated German farm. The perpetrator lived with the bodies for days after the murders. The motive for the Hinterkaifeck murders remains a mystery. In 1922, 6 individuals were murdered on an isolated Bavarian farm. Prior to the murders, unusual events were noted, including footprints in the snow leading to the farm but not away. The perpetrators remained at the farm for several days following the murders. The prolonged presence of the murderer amongst the corpses suggests a chillingly detached and methodical killer. The lack of a motive intensifies the horror of the Hinterkaifeck murders. On December 24, 1945, the Sauter family's home in West Virginia caught fire. 5 children were never accounted for following the fire, and no remains were found. The Sauter family believed their 5 children were kidnapped. The absence of remains in the Sauter children case suggests potential foul play. The possibility of deliberate abduction introduces a disturbing element of uncertainty. Unresolved questions and missing evidence amplify the horror and speculative theories surrounding the case. In November 1970, the body of an unidentified woman was discovered in Isdalen, Norway. The woman used multiple aliases, altered labels, and fake passports. Gas masks and a coded message sewn into her clothing were also found. The Isdal woman case is marked by deliberate deception and unknown motives, creating a sense of unease. The suggestion of espionage amplifies the paranoia and intrigue surrounding the Isdal woman's identity. The unsettling nature of the case stems from the unknown purpose behind the Isdal woman's actions. In the 1930s, a serial killer terrorized Cleveland, Ohio. The killer collected dismembered body parts, treating them as trophies. The victims were primarily impoverished and marginalized individuals. Between 1934 and 1938, dismembered human remains were discovered in Cleveland, Ohio. The killer meticulously dissected the bodies, often removing organs and body parts. The Cleveland torso murderer case remains unsolved. The dismemberment and collection of body parts are profoundly disturbing aspects of the Cleveland torso murders. The methodical nature of the crimes is a chilling characteristic of the Cleveland torso murderer. In 1912, 8 individuals were murdered with an axe in Villisca, Iowa. Despite extensive investigation, no one was ever convicted for the Villisca axe murders. The Villisca axe murder case is known for reported paranormal activity. The Villisca axe murders horror stems from the senseless brutality of the crime and the enduring mystery surrounding the events. Reports of paranormal activity and hauntings contribute to the terrifying atmosphere associated with the Villisca house. The unresolved nature of the Villisca axe murders is profoundly unsettling and continues to fuel the horror. In August 1966, 2 bodies were found on Vintem Hill in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, each wearing a lead mask. A note found near the bodies suggested the lead masks were intended as protection against radiation. The lead masks found at the scene contribute to the unsettling nature of the case. Unexplained circumstances surrounding the deaths amplify the disturbing elements of the case. The absence of a definitive explanation intensifies the unsettling feeling associated with the case. In December 1948, an unidentified man was found on Somerton Beach in Adelaide, Australia. A scrap of paper with the words Tamam Shud was found hidden in his trousers. The book, from which the Tamam Shud paper originated, contained coded writing. The Tamam Shud case is characterized by cryptic clues and an unknown identity, fostering unease. The suggestion of a larger conspiracy amplifies the unsettling nature of the Taman Shud case. The unresolved nature of the Taman Shud case contributes significantly to its deeply unsettling effect. The Watts family murder case involved betrayal and extreme violence, shocking the nation. The perpetrator's deception amplified the horror of the crime. In 2018, Chris Watts murdered his pregnant wife, Shannon, and their 2 daughters, Bella and Celeste. Watts disposed of their bodies in an oil field. He initially claimed Shannon had disappeared with the children. The Watts family murders involved a profound betrayal of trust and the killing of innocent children. The cold calculation involved in the Watts family murders is deeply disturbing. The domestic nature of the crime, occurring within a family setting, is particularly unsettling. For years, an anonymous letter writer terrorized a town by revealing secrets and threatening lives. The identity of the Circleville Letter Writer remains a subject of speculation. Between 1976 and 1978, anonymous letters containing personal details and threats were sent to residents of Circleville, Ohio. Mary Gillespie was a primary target of the anonymous letters. The Circleville letters' invasion of privacy and psychological torment create a chilling sense of vulnerability and fear. The unresolved mystery and anonymity of the letter writer are deeply disturbing.